Comparison to English barmaids. Since my residence in Concord, New Hampshire, I have read the daily paper and had become an admirer of Edgar L. Wakeman's terse, graphic, and poetic style in his wanderings, richly flavored with the true ideas of humanity and equality. In an issue of January 17th, however, were certain references to American women which deserved an illicit brief comment. Mr. Wakeman writes from London that a noted English leader, whom he quotes without naming, avers that the cursed barmaid system in England is evolved by the same power which in America leads women along a gamut of isms and ists, from female suffrage past a score of reforms to Christian Science. This anonymous talker further declares that the central cause of this same original evil is a female passion for some manner of notoriety. Is Mr. Wakeman awake and caught napping? While praising the Scotchman's national pride and affection, has our American correspondent lost these sentiments from his own breast? Has he forgotten how to honor his native land and defend the dignity of her daughters with his ready pen and pathos? The flaunting and floundering statements of the great unknown, for whose ability and popularity Mr. Wakeman strongly vouches, should not only be queried, but flatly contradicted as both untrue and uncivil. English sentiment is not wholly represented by one man, nor is the world ignorant of the fact that high and pure ethical tones do resound from Albion's shores. The most advanced ideas are inscribed on tablets of such an organization as the Victoria Institute or Philosophical Society of Great Britain, an institution which names itself after her who is unquestionably the best queen on earth, who, for a half a century, has with such dignity, clemency, and virtue worn the English crown and borne the English scepter. Now, I am a Christian Scientist, the founder of this system of religion, widely known, and by special invitation have allowed myself to be elected an associate life member of the Victoria Institute, which numbers among its constituents and managers not barmaids, but bishops, profound philosophers, brilliant scholars. Was it ignorance of American society and history, together with unfamiliarity with the work and career of American women, which led the unknown author, cited by Mr. Wakeman, to overflow in shallow sarcasm, and place the barmaids of English alehouses and railways in the same category with noble women who minister in the sick room, give their time and strength to binding up the wounds of the broken-hearted, and live on the plan of heaven? This writer classes Christian Science with Theosophy and Spiritualism, whereas they are by no means identical, nor even similar. Christian Science, antagonistic to intemperance as to all immorality, is by no means associated therewith. Do manly Britons patronize taprooms and leisure houses, and thus note or foster a feminine ambition, which in this unknown gentleman's language poises and poses, higgles and wriggles itself into publicity? Why fall into such patronage, unless from their affinity for the worst forms of vice. And the barmaids? Do they enter this line of occupation from a desire for notoriety and a wish to promote female suffrage? Or are they incited thereto by their own poverty and the bad appetites of men? What manner of man is this unknown individual who utters barmaid and Christian Scientist in the same breath? If he but knew whereof he speaks, his shame would not lose its blush. Taking into account the short time that has elapsed since the discovery of Christian Science, one readily sees that this science has distanced all other religious and pathological systems for physical and moral reformation. In the direction of temperance, it has achieved far more than has been accomplished by legally coercive measures. And because this science bases its work on ethical conditions and mentally destroys the appetite for alcoholic drinks. Smart journalism is allowable, nay, it is commendable, but the public cannot swallow reports of American affairs from a surly censor ventilating his lofty scorn of the sex or societies of a nation that perhaps he has never visited.